This week's mini lecture is on diversity in organizations. Diversity is all the ways in which individuals differ from each other. It's important to understand how to manage diversity in organizations because it has its own set of unique challenges and opportunities. We look at diversity from two different perspectives: surface level and deep level diversity. Surface level diversity refers to differences in easily perceived characteristics. Deep level diversity refers to differences in values, personality, and work preferences that become progressively more important for determining similarity as people get to know one another better. I'll have a list of each of these things for you in a moment. Surface level diversity includes age, race, gender, ethnicity, religion, disability, tenure, sexual orientation, gender identity, and cultural identity. These dimensions often result in stereotyping and assumptions about others. In the last 40 years, the demographic composition of the U.S. workforce has changed dramatically from one largely made up of white, English-speaking males to one of incredible diversity along a number of dimensions. The most pressing diversity-related issue in the U.S. workforce today is the aging of the workforce overall. Despite current economic conditions, a large generation of American workers is in the process of retiring. This generation is known as the baby boomers. Once that generation has entirely retired and is no longer in the workforce, there will not be enough workers in the U.S. to fill those jobs vacated by retired baby boomers. This has serious implications for organizations in the future. Deep level diversity includes intellectual ability, personality, values, work style, communication styles, decision-making styles, and conflict management styles. Deep level diversity can be problematic. If there are conflicts in these styles that can't be resolved or worked through, this can be problematic for individuals, teams, and organizations in making sure that they are efficient and effective. When does noticing a difference between people become a bad thing? In and of itself, noticing differences between people is not a bad thing, but it becomes a bad thing when it becomes discrimination. And discrimination refers to treating people differently because of a deep or surface level diversity dimension. Types of discrimination in the workplace include discriminatory policies or practices, sexual harassment, intimidation, mockery and insults, exclusion, and incivility. Diversity in organizations is good when it is managed to increase an organization's access to the widest possible pool of skills, abilities, and ideas. For example, if individuals differ in their decision-making approach, they'll have different ideas about how to make a decision. If they and leaders within the organization can take advantage of those different ideas in coming up with optimal outcomes, the organization will have successfully managed diversity along this deep level dimension. However, diversity can be a major problem if not managed correctly. One of the best ways to overcome surface level diversity is simply exposure, getting people exposed to each other. Having people spend time with each other. This can be in a social setting, or this can be in a work-related setting, such as having people work together on a project. One of the best ways to overcome deep-level diversity is to nurture a common interest or goal with either a pair of people or with a group of people. In nurturing a common interest or goal, the organization provides a target that the group has to work toward. In working to achieve that target, issues of deep-level diversity will start to be used in order to problem solve and meet that goal rather than a point of contention between individuals.